Speaking about the comparison of life in the city and the countryside, it is necessary to specify which city and which village we are talking about. After all, the proud can be represented by both huge metropolises and small provincial towns, while the countryside can be considered on the example of urban-type settlements and on the example of very small villages. Therefore, I will consider life in the city using the example of cities with a population of 400,000 people, while life in the countryside using example of villages with a population of up to 1,000 people. At the same time, I will consider life in various conditions from the position of a city dweller. This choice is due to my experience of living in countryside and urban areas. In the countryside, life flows quietly and measuredly. In these places is no atmosphere of prominence. In addition, here a person interacts with nature to a much greater extent than in the city. If in the city a trip to the forest is a whole event, then in the village it can be done at least every day. Moreover, as a rule, people in villages live in private houses, which often come with a plot of land, which means that a person has a price of open space, which he can dispose of as he pleases. The advantages of urban life are associated with such a phenomenon as urbanization. Almost all aspects of the life of modern person are located with the city. In the city, a person receives a quiet education and builds a career. Of course, to some aspects this can be done in the village, but the fact is that an urban person has much more prospects. In addition, only in the city can one get high quality medical service. If in countryside we can observe the creation of nature, then in the city we can enjoy the creation of human hands, architecture, which is a tangible factor from an aesthetics point of view. Based on the foregoing, I can conclude: if you want a quiet, measured life away from a noisy stream, then your choice in the countryside. However, if you want to feel yourself in the rhythm of modern life, build a career and be an open social space, then your choice in the city. Personally, city life suits me better, but getting tired of sometimes I want to live in the countryside for a while.